let's say you do all of this, right? I think then the next biggest concern becomes, how do I find opportunities which exist for a PM role, right? And the easiest thing to do is move internally, right? Like, because very practically speaking, in India, the openness to accept people from other roles and switching functions or roles is slightly limited, right? Not every company is kind of open to trying out people who are new to a specific domain, right? So the best sort that you have today is move internally, right? Where you either, if you have a goodwill within the company, you have people who believe in you, who trust you, leverage that goodwill to identify side projects that you can do, or shadow other PMs that you're already working on, and try to move internally after a 6 month stint or 3 month stint. That's the best sort you have at the job, right? If not that, you can look at doing internships, short internships, which might be paid, might be unpaid. And you might feel many times I get a question that this is an unpaid internship. Should I do it? Like I'm looking at a potential pay cut. Should I take it up? Right. I think the bigger question that you need to answer in your mind is evaluate the short-term risk versus the long-term potential of it, right? If you're convinced that product management is something that you want to do in the next 10 years, 15 years, it's okay to take a pay cut, or it's okay to kind of do an unpaid internship for a 6 months or 1 year time, as long as you develop the skills and you also get the benefit of getting the product management tag on your resume. And then you can leverage that in the longer term, and you'll be able to compensate all that you've lost in the longer term, right? So don't worry about that. So optimize for the long term as much as possible. The third, and which is the preferred option in India primarily, is going through campus recruitment. If you happen to do a degree from a top tier engineering institute or a B school, then multiple startups hire APMs and PMs from these institutes, and you can get into some of the top-notch roles through these campus interviews. If nothing of this works, you obviously go to lateral hiring process. And one of the most important things here is always keep your LinkedIn profile up to date, right? Like, I think a lot of people don't do that, right? And they wait for certain times in the year or like certain milestones in their career to kind of keep their LinkedIn profile updated. But do this consciously on a recurring basis so that it reflects your latest roles and responsibilities in the best possible manner. And seek referrals, right? I think referrals is the easiest way to get into the recruiter's mind and get shortlisted. Otherwise, because of this sheer demand supply gap which exists in India, there are a lot of PMs who kind of are looking for roles within companies. Getting into the recruiter's mindset is difficult, and referrals can be an easy way to kind of get into a recruiter's mindset, right? And also, there are a lot of forums where you get to attend like networking events with other PMs who are working in other companies. Those are also good ways to kind of identify opportunities that exist in other platforms and kind of seek them and work towards getting into them, right?